Hello and welcome, I am Arumba, thank you for joining me. Let's play some more Victoria 2 as the United States. So, our top 3 exported goods are fabric, tobacco, and liquor, while we import tea, fruit, and wool. And yeah, I've been ignoring and neglecting a lot of the information in the game because I don't know what any of it means. That's okay. In fact, I just remembered that we have these boats that have been sitting here for the entire game. Not that we've played for very long, but I have no idea what they're good for. Really, I mean, it's just combat, really. But apparently we have 2 admirals that it's hired for me. And we've got, why would we get two admirals instead of 2 generals? Why don't we, let's not auto-create leaders for a moment. I don't want it to keep making admirals. But we ended up with a attack +2. Experience +15. He's damn good. Samuel Powell. Nice. And then Lucas Potter. Excuse me. Sorry, I just drank a whole bunch of Mountain Dew there. He is pretty good with experience and organization, but he has a penalty to morale. So this guy's all around just really good. And Toady here, or not Toady, Samuel Brown has worked out for us all right. So let's see. We've got a green thing here. We can create a state in Minnesota. It might be a good idea to not do all the states right at once, because it's definitely causing consciousness or whatever that stuff is. And so that's interesting. Now, one thing I find kind of interesting is the terrain map mode is actually your fog of war map mode, which is kind of cool. It makes it a little bit more useful. And this is where I found that, yeah, the Liberian army. Got a little country down here called Liberia, which is in our sphere. They are a satellite of us. It has a low life rating. Life rating 15. Researching the following will help deal with the local life rating. But the real issue is no naval base close enough. So because this isn't our actual land, we can't do stuff with it. So I'm wondering how that works then. Let's go to diplomacy. Liberia. We have influence with them. They're already in our sphere. Is there a way for me to just diplomatically say, hey, do you want to join the country? Discredit, dissolve. We're already allied. Well, we could, while fighting in a war together, a puppet's overlord may take command of their units. That's kind of nice. God, where's that button in EU4? I swear, sometimes it's like, you wonder how these games come out and the developers, like, don't talk. You know? Alright, well, we have 103 colonial power available now, and I feel like we should probably move forward on some of this stuff here. No naval base close enough, so I think... Oh gosh, British Canada, damn, they are fast. You see how quickly they got all that because they didn't have anyone contesting them. Damn. Estimated yearly change, -99. You really don't like me, huh? They will not accept an alliance. They have a CB, acquire core. Oh my gosh, they have a lot of allies. Am I supposed to be doing that? Am I supposed to be getting alliances? I probably should be. Oops. Go to diplomacy, form an alliance with the USCA. Yeah, totally. They will accept. So I guess I should be spending almost all of my diplomacy points on these alliances. Let's try to do the same thing with Colombia. We have a diplomat en route. Oh, I must have already done something with them a second ago. Secessionist sentiments. Okay, Mississippi is talking about that. The USCA has entered alliance. Perfect. I imagine that having a few alliances would be pretty handy here. How about Spanish Cuba? You are not a satellite of anybody. No, you are owned by Spain. Hey, Spain. Why don't you want to be my friend, Spain? I feel like Spain would be a pretty good person to be friends with, right? So, how about we increase relations with Spain? I think that's like a permanent increase. And how quickly do we get these points back? We gain 0.6 each month, so that's not bad. I mean, we get 7 points a year. All right, so these cores, there's 3 of them now. It doesn't necessarily mean we're going to war quite yet. It just means that I've got to watch the militancy of these people. Yeah. This time it is Georgia. Yeah, of course we're going to have issues with slavery. We can increase the opinion of Colombia. Their current opinion is cordial. They must be at least friendly. Okay, we're going to increase relations again. To get them up to friendly. Successfully increased it. They're still cordial. I think, if I had to guess, I'd say friendly probably happens at 150. Okay, all over Maryland now. Alright, so we have 52 influence. We gain 0.13 per month. Each day, actually. That's pretty fast. We should be able to get, oh, nation is on another continent. That sucks. But anyway, we should be able to get them up to 100, and then hopefully I can spend 2 more diplomacy points to get them up to friendly, and then I just want to core them. Or not core, but add them to our sphere. Well, if it's going to happen, if we're going to have a rebellion or whatever, I would just kind of prefer for it to happen sooner rather than later. So let's just go ahead and add you to make a state, and let's not extend slavery. Let's just get as many states as we can that don't have slavery, so that hopefully the North is a bit stronger. Oh, and by the way, oh gosh, my armies are still on their way marching home. Unitarianism in America. The rise of numerous sects within Protestant Christianity in the United States in the early 19th century would create an environment for further theological speculation. One of the most influential movements to arise from this would be American Unitarianism, emphasizing the role of reason in understanding theology and thus rejecting the concept of the Trinity, and the inherent goodness of humanity and its capability for improvement because of reason. Unitarianism would become very influential among middle and upper-class populations in the northeastern USA and encourage several movements of social improvements, from public education to abolitionism. Okay, all pops in the United States. In the US, the percentage of people that support liberal gain consciousness. Okay? And even more, yeah. This is just a scripted thing, I think, to create the slave thing. We have just recently invested in this area. 7/16 of this year. Oh, hey, that's really soon. We might be able to finish this one and just kick Mexico out. And then up here, we'll see. Supply limit here is 30, so we're fine. Let's do this, though. I'm going to go R for create new unit. Balance. Close. Balance. Close. And then I'm going to take one from here down to there, and one from here up to there. some reason it's telling them all to go there, though. Well, that's not really exactly what I had in mind. But okay, yeah, let's just spread out a bit. We can enact the following decisions: the Trail of Tears, the House Gag Rule, and the Kansas-Nebraska Act. Okay, let's go check that out. The Trail of Tears is the English rendition of the Cherokee name for the forced relocation of the Greater Cherokee Nation from its homelands in the southeastern United States, Georgia, Tennessee, Alabama, etc., to the newly established Indian Territories of Oklahoma. By the Indian Removal Act of 1830, enacting this decision lies within our prerogative. So all of the below, we have to have that land and then have consciousness below 3. All pops in the USA where all of the below are Cherokee. Population change minus 20%. Gain consciousness but lose militancy. Pop moved. So, population changed by. So we lose 20% of the people in the relocation and then they get moved. Cherokee becomes an accepted culture. Well, how many Cherokee are we talking about? Let's go to all of the United States. Sort by nationality. Gotta be a way that I can see the total percentage of Cherokee. I mean, here they are. Here are the Cherokee, but how many total people are Cherokee? Oh, nationality. Dixie, Afro-American, other. Other and the Native American. So I'm guessing other is going to make up the Cherokee. I think that you can go deeper in here. Like if you click on the pop group. Yeah. We have 4,436 farmers that are Cherokee that live in Little Rock. They are 0.01% are clergy. Apparently we need more clergy. I don't like clergy, though. They teach religion, don't they? Beats me. Anyway, I don't think that it's a large enough group of people to matter. Okay, so that's one decision. We're not going to do that. The House Gag Rule. The seemingly irresolvable debate over slavery threatens to tear our country apart. If we were to introduce a gag rule in the House of Representatives, barring bills on the slavery issue from being presented to the House, we could hope to at least alleviate some of the worst tensions. All pops in the USA lose consciousness. I should really go learn more about what this consciousness thing does. I mean, maybe I'm doing it wrong. Maybe you're supposed to try to keep it down. Alright, but that's decision number 2, the Kansas-Nebraska Act. By enacting the Kansas-Nebraska Act, we will effectively repeal the Missouri Compromise of 1820 and allow popular sovereignty to determine whether slavery should or should not be allowed in the former colony of Louisiana and the territories presently created out of it. Abolitionists will resent us for it, but it might be necessary to prevent the sundering of our union. Okay, so abolitionists will resent us. I don't like that either. I want the war to happen. I want to be done with slavery. I think that that's the right direction to go in. Okay, so how do we, let's go back to spending. Let's pay the clergy a bit more. And that's a good number of people getting their life needs. Let's tax them even harder. And there still are some that aren't getting paid at all. And I'm thinking it's just the artisans can't get, yeah, it's these 16,000 artisans can't get what they need. Look at that. Some of the middle class is getting their luxury needs. Let's tax them. No luxury for you. Ridiculous. Don't be crazy. makes you think that you deserve luxury? Uruguay. They're currently at cordial. Why don't we just form an alliance with them? They will not accept. Okay, fine. Well, here, increase opinion. Oh, wow, they went straight to friendly already at 95. That's nice. All right, when can we finish these things? I want to do that next. I think this one's coming up pretty quick here. Drift. What the hell's drift mean? Two countries battle with colonial power until one side cannot match influence. Every time an investment is made, tension in state will increase. And if it gets too hot, turns into a crisis. Okay, more CSA cores. Well, let's see what happens here on the 16th of July when I click this button. Damn, they're getting cores on everything. Talk of cessation from the Union. Are they going to have cores on, like, probably all my land? Is that how this is going to work? It's a confederacy, right? Okay, so we're allowed to invest in this thing. And now we've kicked them out because we got to 5, apparently. We'll just create a protectorate straight up. And then up here, we can create a protectorate. And over here, apparently we have to wait until September the 4th. What was that noise? Oh, it's a newspaper. Prices rise. Price of machine parts is up. USA expands. The province of Walla Walla now belongs to the USA. The war, known as the Texan War of Independence, raged over no war justification. That's exactly what would happen in the newspaper. Okay, so we're going to turn this into a protectorate soon. We've colonized pretty fast here. Is there... Go back to the colonial map mode. Is there anywhere else that we can colonize? What's this blue stuff? Why is it blue? I'm assuming we're looking for, like, yellow. Or white. Well, white probably is available for colonization. But you have to have bordering lands. So we should attack British Columbia. Or, sorry, British Canada. Of course, that would get us involved with the United Kingdom, who's #1 in the Great Powers list, and they have tons of alliances and stuff. We're actually 4th now. 105 prestige. Overall score of 130 between our prestige, industrial power, and military power. The problem is, like, our industrial power is really low. I mean, Russia is lower, Austria is really low, but, I mean, the United Kingdom has a lot of industrial power. The only thing that's really keeping us in the game right now is prestige. So, alright, well, I'm going to take a break here. I do look forward to seeing you in the next video. Thanks for watching, as always. See you again soon.